What is up, you guys? Dennis Garcia here. How the hell is everybody doing? I am doing fantastic. Today it is May 3rd, 2026, and it has been officially 1 year since I started my Zepbound journey. It has been 365 days, 52 weeks of taking shots, and let me tell you guys that starting Zepbound was one of the best things that I ever did in my life. It has completely changed my life, an entire 180 from who I was not only a year ago, but who I've been the last 5 to 6 years. I have always been a thicker kid. I've always been a chubbier dude. And it wasn't until during the pandemic that I really lost control of who I was. I went through a really bad depression at the beginning of the pandemic because literally we were in lockdown for a year and a half. I had lost all of my friends. I was not going out. I was not being social. I didn't have a job. I was literally only at my apartment or at my parents' house, literally eating every single day, indulging in the most fattiest, greasiest foods that I could find to fill a hole of depression and sadness that no amount of food could realistically fill. By 2025, I was 285 pounds before I started Zepbound. It really hit me how much control I had lost of my life. I was depressed. I had lost any will to live, and not in a way that like I wanted to end my life, like I'm not suicidal, but I had just been complacent with the fact that I was going to be miserable my entire life, and I would have to just be miserable, be obese, hate my life, not have any friends, and work my ass off until I died, and not be able to afford housing because the housing market is fucked. And I was just happy, content, and complacent with that being my life for the rest of my life. And it wasn't until row.co popped up on my feed that I decided to give it a try. And then because row ended up being so fucking expensive, I ended up getting a doctor who I go see every couple of months and do check-ins with him. And it has been so much more affordable to be able to stay on Zepbound and be able to do Zepbound. And since starting Zepbound, I have lost about 60 pounds. So in a year, with like trying to eat healthy, exercising, trying to do it right, I have lost a total of 60 pounds. So currently, as it stands today, I am 215 pounds, which if you go back to a year ago to my first video at the end of April where I told you guys I was like gonna start Zepbound, there is a huge change in like my face and my attitude and the way that I carry myself and the way that I presented myself that was kind of sad. I was very depressed and very anxious and miserable for such a long time and hated where I was in life. I am in the best place in life, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Yes, I'm still single. I am very single. There are no prospects in my life when it comes to like being in a relationship, but like I couldn't be happier. Like I don't lose my breath going up the stairs. Like I don't struggle getting out of bed. I don't struggle getting into a car, putting on a seatbelt and seeing my big tummy overhang from the belt. I don't feel uncomfortable trying on clothes anymore or looking in a mirror. I have gained so much more confidence back that I like enjoy taking pictures. And Zepbound has truly like awakened me from the dead. Like I have fallen in love again with photography. I have fallen in love again with trying to make content. And I say trying because I know I haven't, but like I've been actively doing stuff behind the scenes and enjoying life. I've even fallen in love with music more, as you guys can tell by the vinyl records behind me, which by the way, I gotta talk to you guys about this, but don't get into vinyl record collecting because you're gonna want to buy every record and you're gonna be spending a lot of money. Like, can we just take a look at the wall? Let's take a look at the wall. I have about 20 records right here that are just on my wall. And then I have about 20 more that are in a crate. But I have a list of like records that I want to get, and so far on my list I have 50. And I'm just like, 50 times $30, that's $800. No, that's like $1,500. No, right? Yeah, I think so. So I'm like, I'm gonna dial back on my record collecting, and I think I'm gonna only allow myself one album a month, because I bought like 8 this month actually. So yeah, anyways, point being is that being on Zepbound has really kind of brought me back to life, and has made me fall in love with music and photography, videography, traveling, fashion. I'm taking more risks when it comes to how I dress, even though right now I'm not really dressed anyway in particular because I'm at home and I'm not gonna go out anywhere. But when I do go out to like hang with friends, which I have friends now, again, after not having friends for like such a long time, I like to like dress up, and I've bought boots and I've bought pants. I wear jeans now, which is something that I never really did the last 5 years. I always was a shorts and a big T kind of shirt, kind of guy, and a big t-shirt kind of guy, which I still am when I'm home, just because it's more comfortable. And when I go out and I'm gonna go out to the mall or I'm gonna go out to run errands, I like looking cute. I like looking presentable, and I wear like bracelets now and necklaces and cute jewelry and fashion statement pieces that I think look really cute and go well with my outfits. And it's just been kind of fun getting to learn my body again and getting to know who this new person is, because I have not been 215 since at least 2017. It's been almost 10 years since I've been this low of a weight. I don't know, I'm overall happy. I'm overall happy with life. And I never thought that I would get to a place where I would tell you guys like, hey, it gets better. You know, I'm 34 years old. I'm gonna be 35 in August, which is coming up really quickly. And if you would have asked me a year ago if I would feel this happy with life at 34, going into 35, and I'd tell you, fuck no. In a year, there's no fucking way that everything can change. But in a year, literally, everything can change. I have a job that I'm so happy at. Like, this is the first job that I've had that I'm like, I love my job. I truly, truly love my job. I love the way I look. I love living with my parents now. Like, I enjoy having my parents every day and being able to see them every day, because I'm getting old and so are they. And we're all adults now, and I'm not a kid anymore. Like, there's a different dynamic that we have, especially now that I'm like happier. I'm not miserable anymore. I'm not a bitch to them anymore, which like for a long time I was, and it wasn't their fault. I was just a miserable bitch who was always angry and just not happy. But like everything's great right now. Also, I splurged on a little something that I technically shouldn't have, because I already have one and I'm filming on it right now, but I've been seeing this camera around literally everywhere. And while I love my Canon R5, it is a pain in the ass to carry around because it is such a big camera with such a big lens and such a big microphone. And I wanted something that was still great, but also fun and retro, and something that I could just take with me on the go, put it in my pocket, put it in a bag, and just pull out whenever I want to take a picture and capture moments. And so this has been out of stock for months here in America. I have not been able to find it. I have looked literally at all of the places that offer it here in Arizona. It has always been back ordered or out of stock. Online, all the sites that offer it, it's been out of stock or back ordered, and it has not been available. And if it is, I don't get alerted, and then everybody takes all of the stock of this camera. But as you guys know, my little brother's in Japan, and he has a Navy exchange store in Japan where basically you can buy like electronics and things of that nature for American prices with no taxes. And I asked him, I was like, by chance, does your store in Japan have the X106? And if they do, can you buy it for me? And he went into the store and they had stock full of the freaking X106. And I was like, get it and ship it to me. And so he purchased it for me and he boxed it up for me and he sent it to me. It took about 3 weeks to get to me, but I'm happy to say that I'm now the proud owner of a Fujifilm X106, and it is literally like my favorite camera in the world. It is such a cool little camera. I've been playing with it here and there. I have not really taken it out to like take pictures outside, but I've taken pictures of myself and I've taken pictures of my family and my pets, and it is just like such a cool little camera. And I am just like, I've fallen in love with photography again thanks to this little thing. And I don't know, it's been fun getting to play with it. But anyways, that has been enough blabbing for me. It was fun catching up with you guys. We have to do this again more often, and we will. I promise you we will. I'm gonna start getting back to vlogging weekly. I know I've been saying that over and over again the last couple of months, but life has been busy. It's been good, but it's been busy. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this little update video and my thoughts on Zepbound and my journey with Zepbound. If you want to see the pictures that I post with the camera, follow me on Instagram. I'll put the link to my Instagram profile down below. You can follow me there. I'll post just random pictures, random selfies of me, just me living life, if that's something you want to see. But I hope that you guys are all having a good day and a good week and a good month and a good year and a good life. I have not said that outro in such a long time. And me and Mr. Birdie will see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye.